so I recognize that everyone in here, okay, I just want to make sure, has to have a love for alternative education. You wouldn't do this if you didn't love working with the population of students that we all work with, whether that's in Prince George's County, Washington County, Baltimore County, Baltimore City. It doesn't matter. We all face challenges. And so when I get to my presentation, it's really about what I think is one of the most important things that help people be successful when working with probably the most at-risk population is relationships. Over the years, whether I was the principal of a regular high school setting or here at Green Valley in an alternative setting, what I have observed is that those educators and staff members that are able to build a positive relationship with their students are the ones who are usually the most effective in the classroom in regards to academic achievement. I've seen the difference within my own building of those teachers that have built positive relationships and what that looks like. And I'll be honest, it's not much different than in a regular high school setting. As a principal, I go in to observe teachers. I remember years ago at Charles Carroll, I walked into a classroom, and here's the beautiful thing about middle school. You go into one classroom, I follow them over to their math. I went from English to math. Same exact group of students. Not a single student did we lose walking across the hallway. I walked into the first class. It was beautifully decorated. The rapport that the teacher had with her students was positive and uplifting. You could tell that she had respect for them and they had respect for her. I enjoyed my observation and then followed the students across the hall to the math class, where as soon as I walked in, I saw paper bowls on the floor. I saw barren bulletin boards. And the first thing the teacher in that class said to me was, you know, Mr. Libby, this is a rough class. I just want to let you know up front. And I was thinking to myself, what is he talking about? I just watched these young people do a fantastic job in this last class. Their demeanors changed. Their attitudes changed. How they carried themselves in that classroom changed. I couldn't even tell you they were the same kids. I thought I must have blinked going from that classroom to this classroom because someone changed the kids. They didn't change the kids. And so what I want to talk about today is relationships. Why that's so important, and especially in our settings. Because these young people come, and you know, I'm not going to speak for anybody else's building, but we have a lot of fights every day in regards to just doing very, very simple things. Could you turn off your phone and put it away? You'd have thought, can I have your left arm, pull it off and give it to me? Just not going to happen. And so how do you handle those scenarios? So I'm going to begin the presentation. Now, to be honest, we're not high-tech here. Well, most people would consider us high-tech in Green Valley. We're not high-tech in the cafeteria. So when we get to the speakers, you're going to see me pull out and put it close to this so that the few videos I show, hopefully you can hear them. In our library, we do have a better system where the speakers are in the wall, but there's too many of us for all of us to be in the media center this time. We don't have a very large media center. So one of the things that you will notice while at Green Valley is that this is just an old elementary school. And so in our district, alternative ed usually means whatever building's available, that's your school, right? And in other districts, and I've visited many alternative settings, some districts, they've actually built the school to fit around alternative education. And that is fantastic. And later on this morning, or early this afternoon, when Tim gets a chance to talk from Antietam Academy, he's been instrumental in helping us put these conferences together and keeping this going. So I really appreciate everything you do, Tim. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on this presentation of building positive staff-student relationships. And it doesn't say teacher-student relationships, right? Because there are a whole lot of other people in the building. And we really utilize everyone in regards to relationships. It's not just the teachers. All of us have support staff members. You might have school security, your secretarial staff, your custodial staff. Everyone really needs to work on building positive relationships with the students we have. So I have this video, and hopefully we'll work out the sound on this, where it's students who have left school and what they talk about in the power relationships. And maybe some of you have seen this before.